Thank you, George. And now on to the next one, Carol Shillibeer, the unique poet. My pleasure to welcome Carol.
I need my glasses.
This poem is called Down to the Snake, and it refers to the Snake River. I don't know if you've ever been down there, but it's in a landscape of torn basalt. So after the end of the last ice age, the Clark Fork Dam broke, actually many times, and it washed the topsoil away from the Snake and the Columbia all the way down to the sea. And when you drive down there now, you can see the rock that's been exposed in the last 12,000 years, and you can still see the flood lines on the rocks. And there were a lot of villages, native villages. My family lives on the Spokane Reserve, so there were a lot of villages there. And so there were a lot of stone rings and carvings, and it's a site that most people today don't want to go to because they're afraid of the ghosts. And then the dams were built, and many of the villages were flooded, and now they're under 50 or 60 feet of water, but they're still there. Down to the Snake. A last glimpse of me in the rear view mirror. Me and the summer grain plains fast receding. Narrow asphalt, hot, black. Sugar tar twists pulled out across the land. Slide down all the way to the river. Steering hands wet, the heat, waves crashed by the roaring tires, and the stone walls, the sear canyon rising like a frozen flood of stone birds diving through the air. The winging, singing stone V dusting the past, fine grit in skin creases, driving me down to the river, and me turning, keeping to the wavering road, round and round, down to the river. Eyes on the immediate, one threat, a fenceless drop, a quick, arid death, and another, falling stones crumpled by time, rusty, dark, and largely barren this far from the river, just a few miles, but far enough that river water cannot broach, even with newly risen lake limits, through the flood-stripped earth to the long green death, that cool shelter of the drowned river. There is nowhere to go but down to the green, not now that the road has come this far, not now. The riverbed has sung of home lost, a home never lived. Old villages flooded. Down there the stones, drowned by the dams, homes still sing under the water, rushing past familial relics, the enduring sculpted smiles and bird wings, spread in lithic flight. Water seeks, and because of that, liquid songs spray in glistening drops when the osprey breaks the surface of the water in search of fish. What melody is heard and returned? That hissing air in the open windows, that play of tire and beaten down black road, the bounce of air from car to canyon, a species song of familial remembering? Land memory, the long breath of an ice age, the future day when the dams fall and the lake returns to a river, and in between a living. Whether the old homes will surface as an act of future or just the inevitability of overpowering time, that the water walls will fall is certain, and the stones will one day rise up to the blue and speak what remains of their faces to the dragon-flayed air. And me, long drowned in that other long green death, the best thing to be hoped, that what remains of my body, those long bones will, like the rock walls, crumble in time, and in the path traced by the shadows, memory will flood and pull another down the black twist to the river, and so moving in either awe or desire, Bones' song will be pulled arcing in a silver fish flash through the water's surface, and black, blue, into the winging air. Thank you.